The current highly macro-driven backdrop that is fueling one of the greatest wealth transfers that we have seen. Traders are pumping more money into commodities at one of the fastest paces ever seen to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. Everything from the disruptive impacts of climate change, which is sending agricultural prices skyrocketing to all-time record highs, alongside escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, which is bolstering demand for safe haven metals, including gold, silver, alongside crude oil prices. This, as well as stickier than expected inflation, which has seen traders pour over 1.35 trillion into commodities so far this year. This cocktail of events, it is whipping up an explosive money-making storm, sending commodities across the board from metals to energies to agriculture, soaring to fresh record highs. So far this month, Brent crude oil prices, which is the number one traded commodity in the world, they have been on an absolute tear, with prices breaking above $92 a barrel for the first time since October. A combination of factors, including escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, ongoing production cuts by OPEC and its allies, this could all lead to oil trading above $100 a barrel by November. But right now, you certainly can't talk about commodities without mentioning gold. And that's because the yellow metal has firmly positioned itself as one of the best performing assets of 2024. Gold's meteoric rise that has continued to go from strength to strength this year, significantly bolstering its iconic status as the must-have asset in every portfolio. On Friday, gold prices, they skyrocketed to all-time record highs of $2,430 per ounce. Gold has been on an unstoppable run since October last year, surging from $1,800 per ounce to score back-to-back all-time record highs. The precious metal is up over 23% since mid-February, but more impressively, gold prices have now chalked up a whopping gain of more than 35% since October. Meanwhile, silver prices, they've moved within striking distance of $30 an ounce for the first time in 2024, climbing over 42% since mid-February when prices were trading sub $21 per ounce. While the energies and metals, they're getting attention right now, one of the best kept secrets in commodity sector, that is agriculture. Unlike other commodities, the world cannot function or survive without agriculture. Regardless of whether the overall economy is booming or in a downturn, people still have to eat. Orange juice, coffee, cotton, lumber, rice and cocoa prices surging to all-time record highs. Last week, cocoa prices, they soared to an all-time record new high of $11,000 per ton, surpassing the commodity's previous peak set nearly 50 years ago. Cocoa prices, they're now up 175% from their opening price of $4,000 per ton at the start of the year. They've almost tripled in the short space of 3 months. More impressively, cocoa prices, they've now notched up a staggering gain of over 340% from this time last year. According to some of the most influential Wall Street banks, cocoa prices, they're on track to double again, if not quadruple from the current levels over the next 12 months. It goes without saying that the current macroeconomic backdrop for commodities in 2024, it is looking more bullish than ever. Citadel, which is one of the world's largest commodity trading firms, they have just reportedly made over $4 billion of profit from commodities, and we're only a quarter of the way through the year. In fact, with everything that is currently happening in the global macro front, 2024, it's now officially on track to be the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable year ever in our 14-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7 and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we're only in April. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they've already made more money in the last 3.5 months than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. That summarizes these lucrative and life-changing markets we find ourselves in right now. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities. And right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever in history. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make 2024 your biggest and best yet. which based on our research, it's going to be another blockbuster year ahead due to the current macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points of profit per month, which we've been transparently documenting through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. And we're only a quarter of the way through the year. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2024 your best year ever, go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So first off, let's just start off with gold. So we took the opportunity last week with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club with a breakout to 2,400 US dollars per ounce to lock in a clean 4,000 points profit on one of our gold trades. These were positions again that we entered into in February here on Valentine's Day when the price broke sub $2,000 per ounce. Now feel free to go back and watch our reports at the time when we talked you through a massive buy opportunity. This is where we stacked in fact 5 positions on the portfolio with gold, and we've just essentially booked another gold trade on Friday with a breakout to 2,400 US dollars per ounce, 4,000 points profit just on one gold trade. We still remain in another 3 positions there, which essentially means that over 10,000 open profits still just on our gold position. Now that doesn't even include platinum, where we took the opportunity on the break above $1,000 per ounce here on Friday to lock in another 1,000 points of profit here. In fact, on our highest platinum position, which was just slightly above $900 per ounce. As you know, we banged the drum here over February, over March, huge opportunities to be buying platinum sub 900 US dollars per ounce. So we remain in our 10 positions on this market. We do continue to scale out of those trades. That's essentially where we're continuing to book partial profits on the breakout to the upside, but certainly leaving our core position as is with much higher profit targets in mind. It's the same here on silver. Silver, actually, we booked outright one of our lowest trades here for over 650 points profit here on Friday with a breakout just shy of $30 per ounce here. So very much like gold, we also remain in 3 long positions here on silver, all of those positions down towards 23 US dollars per ounce. In fact, you still had opportunities here on silver just over a month ago to be buying sub $23 per ounce. Obviously, last week we broke out above $29 per ounce, almost hit $30 per ounce. We have indeed increased our profit target, not once but twice here on silver, back to swing highs that were last tested over 2 years ago. Gold as well, we've seen Goldman Sachs in fact come out over the last week here, increasing their overall profit target now to 2,700 US dollars per ounce here on gold. Obviously last week we yet again saw over 1,000 point move on gold in a single day, and we're seeing this more and more, this exponential growth across the precious metals, the parabolic moves that we're getting at the moment, very shallow retracements that just keep sidelining traders, and traders that keep going for sell shorts on the metals, especially if they're doing that on silver or gold, they keep getting liquidated on those sell shorts with retest back towards the 2024 highs. Now off the open last week, we actually made sure to lock in our lowest trade here as well on oil. So we booked from our 71 US dollar per barrel entry, 1,500 points profit with the breakout to $86 per barrel at the start of last week. Alongside that, we took the opportunity last week as well on the 9th of April to take further profits, in fact live during our live trading room session with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club at 1,090 US dollars per ounce for 1,050 points profit from our entry at $985 per ounce here. So again, just not being complacent, making sure to keep scaling out on these further breakouts as we continue to transition through the second half of April. Now, a few points to be aware of as it relates specifically to oil here, and also palladium and platinum and gold and silver too. Firstly, with oil, what we've seen over the last couple of weeks here is a huge increase in positions on the long side from hedge funds and money managers who've essentially been sidelined throughout much of the breakout throughout 2024, and now they're piling in much later into this move. It's also been similar on platinum as well. This has been relevant too to gold prices recently and also silver. Typically, what you will see when many traders like this, especially the hedge funds and money managers, when they do get sidelined and they end up piling into the trade much later into the move, they can be correct for a short period of time, but ultimately, normally they get liquidated and shaken out. You can definitely see this from some of the volatility that we had here on Friday with over 1,000-point candle on gold here from high to low the day after the European Central Bank announcement where they kept interest rates on hold. And with that, we saw that typical outflow that you get into the weekend after a European Central Bank announcement with over a 1,000-point candle here into Friday's close. So the setup right now, we continue to lock in more profit on further breakouts to the upside. It would make total sense where we are at the moment as we go through the middle of April to get some pressure to the downside, essentially just taking out some of the traders that have FOMO'd in, that bought in much later into the move here. Now, we will benefit from either direction. If we do get further acceleration, break above the price swing highs, we start to make all-time highs here for gold, we'll absolutely look to scale out of more profit. The same here on silver. We've increased our profit target on silver not once but twice. With crude oil here, it does look more vulnerable at the moment. So does palladium. And of course, platinum too, we're starting to see a bit of a rotation lower. But again, we've locked in a lot of profit on this market. We've telegraphed all of that to you, the setups over the course of February through to March here. So it would be no surprise at all. Now that we've caught most of the hedge funds and money managers, they've now flipped long. They've been squeezed out of their sell shorts. They're buying it much higher at some of the highest levels that we've seen in 2024. For then the late longs that are coming into the market, traders that got sidelined who are now putting cash to work to essentially get punished to do so. The path of max pain at the moment would potentially be just to liquidate all of those late longs that have come into the market before sending the prices much higher. And of course, whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional research-driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There's a massive gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional research-driven trading approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, then you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks and hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds where they're buying and selling in real time, alongside the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, further compound that with the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycle and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation the world has seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, then there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description, so just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.